Well, hello everybody out there in internet land. This is Chris from MajorLegacy.com with another exciting episode of Topher's Vlog. Guys, this past week has not been the best week of my life. There's been a lot of crazy shenanigans that have gone on last week that I just don't feel like talking about Halloween Horror Nights this week. So, I still wanted to commit to giving a video this Sunday. So. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of a kind of house cleaning type thing. First and foremost, I wanted to introduce a new feature which is going to continue as they systematically announce the houses and the scare zones going forward this year. Everyone waits until the end of announcement season to sort of give their hype lists, you know, what their, you know, the ranking of everything that they're excited to see come to the event. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep a running commentary on that. So we've already had 2 houses announced this year, so we're going to fill in the hype list as we go. So we've already had 2 houses announced so far this year, and coming in so far right now at a grand number 2 is Stranger Things. Now, I've said that, you know, last year I was not the biggest of fans of the Stranger Things house. I thought they could have done a little bit of a better job. I didn't think the house was really particularly scary. I thought it was very well done in terms of, you know, transporting you into the show itself. I thought it did a very good job of doing that. But I wanted a little bit more from the house. I am hoping that they do, you know, take this up a notch a little bit this year and do a little bit more so that they can scare you. Obviously, we have not seen season 3, so I don't know what season 3 kind of is going to entail or what it's going to look like, if it's going to be scarier or you know, so on and so forth and whatever. But yeah, so I really hope they do a little bit of a better job this year with this house. But still, right now, Stranger Things is going to fall at number 2. And like I said, obviously, when we go through the year, whether it's houses and scare zones, I'll do both, keep a running commentary of both as we go forward here. You know, things will shift and change and go up and down, and, you know, that's sort of the fun of this, you know, revealing where everything falls on the hype list. And then maybe at the end of the season, I'll do a grandiose, big thing. But anyway, so coming in at number 1 naturally is Nightingale's Blood Pit. I said last week that I was a huge fan of the setting of this house because this really has never been done before. This sort of Roman, sort of, you know, gladiatorial game type thing. I mean, it's never really been done before, so that really excites me more than, say, the Nightingales themselves. The Nightingales are kind of whatever for me. It's really the setting of this house that really has me excited. But I can tell you right now that this is not going to stay. You know, there'll be other things that come along once they are revealed that will go up and down. You know, it is what it is. But that's sort of the fun of revealing the hype list as we go, so that you can, you know, you can see where everything goes up and down as we go forth. Like I said, I'm just not feeling talking about Horror Nights today because of all the shenanigans from last week. But couple things. People keep asking me 2 questions all the time. And the first question is, am I the Efreet from Twitter? And the answer is no. I would never be the Efreet from Twitter. I don't pay attention to the Efreet. I don't care what the Efreet has to say. That thing is muted on my Twitter account. I just really don't care what they have to say for personal reasons. The other is that I am not Legacy from the forums. You know, we just sort of, you know, we share a common name in our handle, but we are not the same person. One name does not make the same. So there's that. I said at the beginning of this whole undertaking for this year that in order for me to do this this series, I had to, because the original intention was for me not to get any sort of insider information. I had to break one of my cardinal rules, which was visit the forums and visit the Facebook pages and see what people were talking about and see what their, you know, what they were sort of chattering about. I don't, like I said, I don't really interact on forums. I'm not big on forums, so you know, it is what it is. But we are not the same person. People keep I keep getting asked that question. It's like, we are not the same person. It is what it is. But anyway, guys, that is it for me this week. I should be talking to you sooner rather than later. Wink, wink. So that's why, you know, I really wasn't, you know, hopefully things will, I'll feel a little bit better, you know, by the time the end of the week rolls around. But for all intents and purposes, you should be hearing from me again sooner rather than later this week. But anyway, I apologize. I'm just not feeling the whole Horror Nights thing. You know, sometimes life gets in the way. And in the case of this past week, that is exactly what happened. So it is what it is. That is my cat. My cat is really loud. But anyway, guys, I will see you guys, like I said, sooner rather than later.